All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 94 of Pozios Picks. In today's episode, I'm going to be going over my favorite Week 5 college football plays. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. The first game on the slate, and a big one, USC is going to Colorado. Colorado are 21.5-point underdogs at home, and the total is set at 72.5. Not going to dive too deep into this one. I think it's pretty simple. We saw that last week, especially without Travis Hunter. It's not going to be easy for Colorado to get stops. USC needs a good game after a bit of a scare last week at Arizona State. So I think they come into this one locked in, and they are able to move the ball with no problem. Also, on the other side of the ball, USC's defense has not looked good, and I think Shedeur Sanders will have some success moving the ball as well. I have two plays I really like in this one. The first one is going to be USC team total over 47.5. Even on the road, I think we see them really show out. And my second play is going to be the game over 72.5. I think there's a point in this game where scores are just going back and forth. And even though it's big, I think we can get to this number. 2 units on the USC team total and 1 unit on the game over. The next game on the slate is going to be Georgia going to Auburn. Auburn are 14.5-point underdogs in this one, and the total is set at 45.5. I think this is the statement game for the Bulldogs after not looking great a couple weeks ago in their SEC debut against South Carolina. I think it's going to be really hard for this Auburn offense to move the ball, and the consistent stops will provide Carson Beck and the offense with a lot of opportunities to go score. Give me the Dogs minus 14 on the road. I think the defense travels here. The next game on the slate is going to be Michigan going to Nebraska. Nebraska are 18-point underdogs at home, and the total is set at 40. I swore last week if Michigan didn't cover, I was done betting on them, and they pushed. I'm giving them one more shot here because personally, I don't think Nebraska's going to score maybe at all in this game. Michigan should be able to do enough on offense to win this game by 3 touchdowns. I'll take Michigan minus the 18 on the road. The next game on the slate is going to be Kansas going to Texas. Texas are 16-point favorites at home, and the total is set at 61. Should be a really good one here between two good offenses. Texas really made a statement last week against Baylor. And coming back home, I think they're ready to make another one. I think they come out with their foot on the gas, and even though Kansas's defense has not been bad so far, they haven't faced an offense with this much talent this year. I'm scared of the backdoor cover later in the game. I do like Texas, but my play here is going to end up being the Texas first half team total over 20.5. With these styles of offense, I think Texas has a good amount of possessions in the first half, and we get the 3 touchdowns that we need. The next game on the slate is going to be LSU going to Ole Miss. Ole Miss are 2.5-point underdogs at home, and the total is set at 67.5 here. I think last week showed us a bit of who Ole Miss really is, and even though LSU struggled last week, I still think they're the better team and have enough to get it done here. Looking at the total, they think this one is going to be a bit of a shootout, and if it is, I'm going to ride with the better offense in LSU every single time. Jaden Daniels has this offense humming again, and I think down the stretch, they'll have more to get it done. Give me LSU money line on the road here. The next game on the slate, Notre Dame is going to Duke. Duke are 6-point underdogs at home, and the total is set at 52. Notre Dame is coming off of that heartbreaking loss last week against Ohio State, and I think that loss is what fuels them in this one. Even though Riley Leonard and Duke have been really good, I think there's a clear reason why the Irish are 6-point favorites on the road. The Irish defense has been very, very impressive, and last week they showed that they're going to be able to stop almost anyone in the country. If they can contain Riley Leonard and Sam Hartman can provide that consistent quarterback play that he has all year, I think the Irish control this one from start to finish. In the bounce back spot, give me Notre Dame minus 6 at Duke. The next game on the slate, MSU is going to Iowa. Iowa are 10.5-point favorites, and the total is set at 36.5 in this one. This is going to be a consistent theme on the show until they prove me wrong, but betting against Michigan State has been very profitable for us this season for obvious reasons. Night game at Iowa, I just don't think MSU matches up well at all, and I think they really struggle on both sides of the football. Even though Iowa's offense has still been really bad this season, I think they do enough on defense to get enough possessions to cover here. Not going to go too heavy on this game because it's weird with the low total, but I'm going to take a half unit each on the MSU team total under 12.5 and Iowa minus 10. The last game I'm going to go over, Alabama is going to Mississippi State. Mississippi State are 14.5-point underdogs at home, and the total is set at 46. Last week, Alabama showed why they are Alabama, and I think they're in a good spot in their schedule to really build some confidence on both sides of the ball before things start to pick up at the end of the year. Mississippi State has just not been good this season. We saw LSU go into Starkville and win by 27 a couple weeks ago, and I think Alabama absolutely has the ability to do that as well. Build some confidence for Jalen Milroe and let the defense continue round into form. I'll take Alabama minus the 14 points on the road here. That's going to do it for this episode of Pozios Picks. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Be sure to follow us over on Pickett to see all of our picks synced automatically. We always add plays that aren't in the episode, so if you want to make sure you get everything from us, be sure to follow us over there. Also, be sure to follow us over on SoBet. That's where you'll get our premium content and premium content from a bunch of other betting creators. SoBet has been really great. It's a really great place to get some really, really good betting content. So be sure to check us out over there and subscribe. We would appreciate it. And lastly, we did drop some new merch for the fall. New long sleeves, quarter zips, all the essentials for the weather getting a little bit cooler. Be sure to check those out. Support the brand. We would really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys again. Good luck to everyone on all of your bets this week. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.